It is lunchtime, so today I'm going to pull out some stadium brats out of my freezer. I've got some red pepper, some green pepper, some onions. I've got a yellow squash that I pulled out of my garden. So I'm just going to stir fry that all together and make it very simple, very quick, but very delicious. Now, you can use anything you want to use, you know, with your sausage, any type of sausage, any type of vegetable that you want to use. But what I have on hand today is a red pepper, a green pepper. I'm going to use some onion in there, and then I got a squash. Come on, what's going on with that? I think I had another pepper growing inside of it. And then I've also got a yellow squash that I got out of my garden. So we're just going to use the peppers, the onions, and the squash. I'm only going to use probably about half of this. Look at that. There's another one in there. Looks like a banana growing in there. So I'm going to get this de-seeded, and then I'm going to wash it, and then we're going to slice it up. And since I'm only going to be using about half of this, if even half, good Lord. What I'm going to do is, and look, when you cut that off, don't waste that. There's a lot of meat, per se, to that pepper still. But I'm going to freeze the rest of this. I'm going to freeze the rest of these peppers because I'm not going to use them all, and I don't really foresee me using them in the next couple days. Look, there's a treat in all of them. Look at that. Washed and ready to go. So you can cut your peppers any way you like. I'm just going to cut mine, you know, just long, kind of thick strips because that's just the way I like it. Right onto my trusty paper plate there. And then I'm also going to cut an onion. This is just a small onion. And then I'm just going to just cut it just like so. What I'm also going to use is, you can use any type of sausage that you like. Let me get rid of that mess. Kielbasa goes really well with this. I've got some stadium brats though. These are already fully cooked. These are one of my favorite sausages that are, you know, fully cooked that I usually throw on the grill. I love these things. I love the flavor of these, and I think they're gonna flavor the peppers and onions nicely. So I'm just gonna cut these in, you know, nice little chunks. I'm only doing one. I'm not really super hungry. Put that right on my little plate there. And you know what? Let's do some squash. Let me show you my squash I got in my garden. That's a big one. Cut the end off of that. I'm going to wrap these up in a little bit of foil. Put these back in the freezer. And then, you know what I'll probably do is I'll probably end up freezing some of this as well, because I'm not going to cook all this today. And I'm certainly not going to let it go to waste. So, I love squash. And I'm going to cut this a little bit thicker because, you know, squash don't take that long to cook. And I just absolutely love, you know, when it's like, still got a little bite to it, if you will. I still like it a little crunchy. Look at that. Look at that, picture perfect. Clean that up in a bit too and get that put in the freezer. How about we throw in a clove of garlic. I swear, I'm gonna have to get me some new knives soon. I know I've been talking about it for a couple of years now, but it seems like this is my sharpest one, my little paring knife, and that's really what I use. I learned to adapt. You know, you learn to adapt when you don't have things that you don't have. Now, heading over to the stove here, we're going to add a little bit of olive oil, just a little bit. A tablespoon, tablespoon and a half of butter. We're just going to add everything in. Every single thing in there. Do a little black pepper. Now, I'm not going to do any regular salt. I'm going to use some onion salt. That's just, I like to replace, you know, the salts with the flavored salts. I mean, look at that. Look how pretty those colors are together. Again, you could use any type of sausage you'd like to use. You could use kielbasa if you want. There's like smoked sausages. There's, you know, the andouille. There's turkey sausages. There's all kinds. You could even use breakfast sausage if you like. I have, in the past, fried breakfast sausage with onions and peppers. And I'm telling you, it is so, so good. If you wanted to pair this with a little rice, some form of pasta, you could do that as well, but today for me, I'm keeping it simple. This is literally going to take maybe about 5 minutes max. That's what I like about it. You know what? That's about done enough for me. Looking at these little sausages in here, it makes me wish that I had some mushrooms to go with this. I think it would just be perfect with it. Look at that. Beautiful. This smells absolutely amazing. And before I take a bite, I have to share with you guys. I got a comment on one of my videos last week that very negative comment, said, I'm tired of, I'm unsubscribing because every time at the end of your videos, so I am unsubscribing to you because at the end of every one of your videos, you're winking. Well, you know, I didn't realize I was winking at the end of all my videos, so I went back and I looked at my videos to see what they were talking about. I found out what it was. I'm going to show you right now. Let's take a bite. I didn't realize when I enjoy something, we all have different bodily reactions. Didn't realize that that's something that I was doing. And I thought it was kind of comical that that was so annoying to somebody that they would unsubscribe to my channel. But that's perfectly fine. Perfectly fine. One less rude person I have to deal with. So anyway, this is phenomenal. Look at the colors. So good. Absolutely delicious. And all these flavors just marry right together. Marry right together. Butter going down my lips. So good. If you make this, and you should, you literally only need to cook it maybe 5 minutes max. Because the crunchiness of those veggies still is absolutely phenomenal. So good. So good. Now, with that being said, I hope you like this video. I hope you like this recipe. And I hope you give it a try soon. I love red peppers. You know I love you guys very much. I appreciate you, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye. Take care.